Hello YouTubers, in this video we're going to be working on my nephew's 2017 Honda Civic Touring Sport. The goal of this video is to install door seals that light up right here and right there. So this is the kit. This is all that came in the box, no instructions, which I don't really need them. So we have the wiring going to it that's going to activate when we send power. We have a power and ground, if you see both, on all four. And then we have the wiring loom here, which I'm going to undo and see how this thing sets up. But each one of these, there's 4 plugs, 4 seals, and we'll figure it out. But if we have to extend the wires, all we'll do is insert a wire to lengthen something. We'll insert a wire extending it, positive and negative. And so before we can get them installed, we first got to find a source of power. And so the first thing I've done is found the power. That's the key. What I've done is taken down the dome light and unplugged it from the housing. And it is, what activates the dome light is the red right wire. So what we're going to do is pull back this sheathing here just a little bit, and we're going to install a posi tap onto it. And what we're going to do is we're going to fish a wire down through the car and down the seal until we get to the door seal. Our YouTubers, in order to get the dome light function out of the way, you take off these panels and basically you pry them off this way, and then just kind of walk them off. Here's how they're connected, if you can see. Just be careful. That's how they come out. And in here is 2 screws, 1 on each side. That's how you remove the fixture. Reason why I did not go into the body control module is because of access. This is just too much going on here. And if you were to look underneath there, there's not a whole lot of access for anything that's behind the fuse box. And so that's too much work when I can just grab it here. That's what activates the dome light, and it will just fish down the door seal. So let's get a wire and a posi tap and a razor to pull back some of the sheathing, and we will get started. Okay, so our wiring is pulled back now that we have good access to it. So before we do the posi tap, we're going to run a wire. I already have a wire. This wire we're going to use to chase through the panel, down the car, into here. Okay, the wiring is sitting up here, waiting for a connection. We have our posi tap in the car, but we're not ready for this because I'm not ready to energize the lights or the doors or to have anything spark at this point. So the wire has been ran inside of here, came up through here, and it just goes through in here. I'm not sure if you can see daylight. See my finger wiggling back in there? Just fish the wire through here and then up through there. That's how the wire came in here. And it's down this chase, or actually it's through here and down this chase through here. And staged and ready down here. So we're ready to connect up power. So that's where this came in. This comes with the kit. We're going to be lopping that off because we don't have that connector. We just need the power. Okay, YouTubers, I thought I'd take a moment and pause the video because I failed to mention the ground wire. Equally as important as the power wire, but I forgot it. All I did was, obviously I lopped off that connector and I spliced in my power wire with the gray wire from the dome light. And for the ground wire, all I did was run another wire to a ground, and I found a good ground behind the hood latch. So where you pull the hood latch to pull the hood open, undo the screws there, and I tapped into the ground there because there is a body bolt sitting there. So that's all you got to do for the ground wire. So when we're ready, we're going to make this connection like this, and that's going to energize the doors. So here's this door ready for its connector. It's going to go through the back and through here. So the next thing for me to do is hide the wires to the best degree possible. Maybe not even do that yet. Maybe I need to put in the door sills first, see where they line up, see where we like them, see them light up, and then tuck the wires. So maybe that's what I'll do. For now, we're gonna run the wiring, this guy here, to the other side of the car. It's going to go through there, but it's not gonna go through here. It's gonna go up behind everything, behind the firewall, behind the carpet, all the way to the other side and come out over there. So I'm gonna fish this through and I'll let you know the path I took so that if it works for you as well, in case it works for you as well. So this is the power wire stripped back. We're going to put it into our posi connect. So let me grab that. So our end of our posi tap is on the wire. Now we're just going to screw it onto this. Okay, so that's on, nice and snug, not going anywhere. Now we're going to take our posi tap. We're going to hook it to the red, or the end of the posi tap. Anyway, YouTubers, I'll show you. Can't do it one hand, but this is going to go into the red wire. And then the end of the posi tap will pierce the red wire and make the connection. So there's our posi tap connection, all made in nice and neat. And we'll plug this back up or screw this back in just a minute. Now we're going to do a test connection to the door. Okay, so the connections are made up top. Here is our wire. Again, everything is just kind of staged just to make sure everything works. We'll beautify all of this in just a moment. So, and there we are. All right, so we know that we've got a good source. Well, let's make sure we got a good source. So let's make sure it's actually working correctly. We're going to lock the car. It should cut off the lights. Perfect. Lights are off. Lights are off. Unlock. Here we go. Lights are on. Light is on. So that's it. All right, so we'll go over the wiring in just a moment. Okay, so I've cleaned the area underneath this with alcohol. And we're going to peel back the tape and make it permanent. So now the connections are made. Everything's working. We just tested it. Did a test. Now we're going to put this fixture back. Again, it pops back up into place. And there are two screws holding it in, one on each side by the light. All right, YouTubers, so how I ended up doing the wiring, you saw me bring the wire down through here, my gray wire, and I tapped in, or I brought the main wiring harness that came with the unit. It is all underneath here. And if you saw, I brought the one wire this way, and it's coming underneath this chase here, down through here, and underneath the other chase underneath that side. The wiring going this way goes under the carpet and through here. Can't see it. Anyway, it's through this crevice here. The wiring is going across this way and underneath the panel. Dang, you can't see nothing. Underneath the glove box. Gosh. Anyway, ran out of daylight. What can I say? No way to turn on the light. So that's how the wiring was ran from driver's side to passenger side. And you can't even tell I was here. All right, YouTubers, let's go through the job. Well, let's do our review. We just unlocked it. And there it is in all its glory. All lit up, ready to go. Wonderful. Wonderful. Even more wonderful. All right, so that's it, all completed. Job done. Car needs a bath. YouTubers, if you like the video, like the video.